This is how I. What? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Hey, bro, don't interrupt the interview, bro. This is for Vogue magazine, dog.
Okay. So first you take the fisheye out this case, and then you want to make sure these screws are really tight. That's kind of the most important thing. And then pop that off. Probably want to clean it, give it a little wipe down first, but since we're not filming with it, it doesn't really matter. And then you match make sure these two white dots are like lined up. Yeah. And then the dot goes on the top, and then you put it on, and then you turn the whole thing, both dots, and then you hold down the ring, and then turn it back. And then you undo these, unscrew that, and then these go through. It should line up perfectly. Sometimes you have to like kind of tweak it back and forth a little to make sure it's in the right spot. You also want to make sure you screw this down fully. Like that's a pretty important one.
Do you use anything for that?
Usually like a flathead screwdriver, or I use my keys, or you can use a quarter too. Yeah. And then so you want to make sure these are all locked down, and then pop that off. And then I usually always make sure you use the cover, especially if you're filming lines or anything where you could potentially get got, you know? So I'm gonna set this here for just a second. And you need the rubber band to hold it on. So the rubber band goes over like that, and then you put the cover on, and it has these little notches right here, and those notches sit right on top of that. And then the rubber band just goes.
Oh, it's literally meant for a rubber band?
Yeah, well, it came with it. So, came with a few of them. And so that goes over. You want to make sure both of these are pretty clean first. Like I can already see there's like a couple little scratches. Probably clean both sides if you can. And then, so now the camera is on with the fisheye, and you want to make sure it's zoomed all the way out. It's at 3.9. And then I usually turn the zoom, there's a way to turn the zoom off. So manual servo zoom, you can just turn it to manual so you don't accidentally hit the switch. And it'll, you know, sometimes it'll move a little, so you want to check that usually. And then you also want to make sure that you have OIS turned off, because that was like Steadicam basically. And then now,
boom! The new U.S. missile.